Find the partial fraction decomposition for 5x plus 7 all over x cubed plus 2x squared minus x minus 2. First, we're going to factor the denominator. I'm going to pull that off to the side. X cubed plus 2x squared minus x minus 2. We will use factor by grouping. We can take out an x squared from the first two terms, and we're left with x plus 2. We can take out a minus 1 from the next two terms, and we're left with x plus 2. Now there are two terms here that each have an x plus 2 as a common factor. So we'll take out the x plus 2, and we're left with an x squared from the first term and a minus 1 from the second term. Now, if we take a second and look at x squared minus 1, we can recognize that we can factor further and we have the difference of squares. So we have x plus 2 times x minus 1 times x plus 1. All right, so these are all distinct or different linear factors. So each one will get their own partial fraction with a generic constant on top. So we have a over x plus 2 plus b over x minus 1 plus c over x plus 1. And remember, the idea is that all of these, when added back together to form one rational expression, it should equal the original rational expression. So we're going to go ahead and generically combine all of these together. So the least common denominator is all three of these factors. So this first term here, a over x plus 2, is missing x minus 1 and x plus 1 in the denominator. So we'll have to multiply. We're going to need a lot of space for this. We're going to have we're going to have to multiply by the quantity x minus 1 and x plus 1. And then we have our all three piece common denominator, all three of those factors. And then plus b over x minus 1. Okay, so this one has x minus 1. It's missing x plus 2 and x plus 1. So we're going to need x plus 2 and an x plus 1 on the top and on the bottom. Plus, now this last term has c over x plus 1 on the bottom. It's missing x plus 2 and x minus 1. So x plus 2 and x minus 1, if they go on the bottom, they also have to go on the top. Whew, okay, so now these are going to form one big fraction or rational expression. So x plus 2, x minus 1, x plus 1 is on the bottom, and then all of these pieces are going to be added together on the top. And so these three pieces added together, of course, are going to have to equal the original numerator, 5x plus 7. So it's going to have to equal all of this here. So that's going to be the equation that we are going to be working with, which I'm going to write out on a clear slide. Okay, so we have that numerator, 5x plus 7 is equal to that big numerator involving the missing a, b, and c. So the method that we're going to choose to use here is letting x be a particular value that's going to zero out not one but two terms. So the idea is to zero out all but one term so that we can solve for one of the missing variables. So what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to let x equal positive 1. If I let x equal positive 1, that's going to have this factor be a 0, so this whole term will be 0, and this last term has x minus 1, so plugging in a 1 will also make this factor be 0 and this whole term be 0. So we're going to go ahead and choose to let x equal 1, and we're going to do as much mental math as possible. So if I let x equal 1, 5 times 1 plus 7, that's 12, is equal to, again, the first and the last term are gone, so if I plug in a 1 here, so I have 1 plus 2, that's 3, 1 plus 1, that's 2, 2 times 3 is 6, so we get 6b, divide both sides by 6, I get b is equal to 2. Now, let's let x equal negative 1. If we let x equal negative 1, this factor and this factor will be 0. So the first two terms will 0 out. So if I let x equal -1, again doing some mental math here, I have -5 plus 7, that's +2, is equal to, the first two terms are gone. So what do we have left? If we have -1 plus 2, that's just 1. And then -1 minus 1, that's -2. So we get -2c. Divide both sides by -2, we get c is equal to -1. And finally, let's let x be -2. So if I let x be -2, this factor and this factor will be 0. These whole two terms will 0 out, leaving us with just the term involving a so that we can solve for a. So let x equal -2. -2 times 5 is -10 plus 7, so we get -3 is equal to, here, so we have -2 minus 1, that's -3, and then -2 plus 1, that's -1. So -3 times -1 is +3. So +3a. Divide both sides by 3, I get a is -1. So we get all integer values, which is nice. It doesn't always happen, but it's nice when it does. So now we go ahead and replace our a, b, and c values. So a was -1, b was 2, and c is also -1. So here is our partial fraction decomposition.